Hello and welcome to another video. As usual, my name is Jeffrey and this is the Inquisitive Universe. Hello, welcome. In today's video, we're going to be talking about alternatives to Konami's eFootball Mobile. Yes, we're going to be looking at alternatives to Konami's eFootball Mobile. Now, why would we want to do that? I mean, Konami's eFootball Mobile is possibly the best, if not one of the best games on Android right now, Android and iOS. So why would anybody want an alternative? The game is great, the graphics are wow, it runs on the Unreal Engine 5. Why would anybody want an alternative to Konami's eFootball? Well, I have several reasons for you, and I'm actually working on a video called The Problem with eFootball, but I don't know, let me see what the response is going to look like before I post that one. So what are the problems with eFootball? They include, but are not limited to: one, the game being incomplete. They promised stuff. They promised a lot of stuff. I think it's only recently they added co-op mode. Master League mode is yet to be added, cross-platform gameplay, and all the other bells and whistles that they promised. None of that. All they're interested in right now is giving you cards. Konami's eFootball is basically a card collection game at this point in time. Let's not even talk about scripting, right? Scripting is also another issue. Let's not even talk about their pay to win model. Let's give you this super captain Tsubasa player. All you have to do is buy coins. In fact, it's no longer Konami, it's Coin Nami. Now, despite the fact that the game looks all nice and all that stuff, and I know new players who joined recently are going to come and say, "Oh no, Jeff, why would you say this game is great? You're just a sore loser." Perhaps I am, perhaps I am not. But if that's what you think, it's okay, personally. But when you play for 6 months or close to a year, you're going to see all these things I've mentioned manifest in front of you, and probably even worse as people continue to support Konami with their wallets and their purses and their credit cards. So what other alternatives are there? There are lots of football games on the Play Store and on the App Store, but most of them are actually towing the line of Konami's eFootball and EA's FIFA model. So I wouldn't even want to go there. I wouldn't advise you to go there. So what other alternatives are there if we can't go to the Play Store? Well, there is one that everybody's overlooking. It's emulation. And what kind of emulation are we talking about here? PlayStation 2 emulation. Now, why are we going with the PlayStation 2 emulation? I mean, seriously. Well, first and foremost, smartphones aren't powerful enough to run much newer consoles like the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 4, and obviously the PlayStation 5. These consoles, especially like the newer consoles, are still too powerful to be run on smartphones. And besides, emulators for them aren't even available, not to talk about to be able to run them yet. So that's why we're going with PlayStation 2 emulation. PlayStation 2 emulation is the best, the closest that we've got now. So it's basically like, besides the eFootball Mobile, it's basically the best option that we've got. So for you to be able to emulate using PlayStation 2, you have to get the ETA SX2 emulator. You can get it off Play Store, and then you have to go and source for a PlayStation 2 Pro Evolution Soccer game. Personally, I played PES 2013, but there are mods now that actually updates the roster all the way up to 2023, and I guess that by the time 2024 rosters are, the transfer window is complete for the 2023-2024 season, I'm sure that the guys would also update it as well. Now, before you go this route, there are some stuff that you ought to know. First and foremost, it is very important that you know this. There are three main issues with emulation. The first one being that it is offline, because many people cherish online gameplay, but when you go the emulation route, there is no online gameplay, it's offline. And then secondly, the gameplay is older now, so it may take a while for you to adapt to it if you didn't play PlayStation 2 games. I did, so readapting wasn't really a problem for me. And then finally, the rosters. But like I said, there are mods now. If you don't want to play with the old rosters like I am doing currently, you could just simply look for a mod. There are plenty mods online that have the updated rosters that you can simply source for, download, and then put on your phone and then play. Easy as that. So what are the benefits of going with the emulation route? First off, you get a complete game. Seriously, you get a complete game. Every mode you can think of, it's there. The option file is there for you to tinker and mess this up the way you want, rearrange it to your taste. There is also UEFA Champions League, there is Master League, there is, think of all the competitions, the World Cup, the African Cup of Nations, the Euro Cup, any tournament you want to think of, it's all there. And nobody is forcing you, nobody is streamlining your play that it has to be the certain way. No, the game is yours. Do with it as you so please. And I mean, I've been playing like this alternative now for about 6 months plus before even thinking about making this video. And I created my own team, a team of my friends, from way back in high school, the ones that we used to attend the same religious gatherings together, the ones that we used to hang out in the same neighborhood. And I tried to be a fair person. We're all 17. And I play Master League with these guys, and I obviously I set Master League level to easy, and then I set the difficulty to regular or professional, and I just have fun with these guys, and I call out their names like, hey you, why are you playing so terribly? And my mom is like, are you on a call? I'm like, no, I'm playing. It's fun, really. I don't know if you'd find the fun in it, because I've floated this idea to a few people and they're like, oh no, PlayStation 2, it's too old, want something new, something fresh. But I mostly game on my smartphone, and so this is one of the best ways I have fun. And I am tired of Konami's antics. I am tired of Konami refusing to listen to their audience. I'm tired of Konami like trying to shove stuff down our throat, trying to manipulate us using kind of Pavlovian mechanics of scripting. Win 2 games and then you're interested in playing, and then you lose games that you're not supposed. There are games I have won on eFootball that I know I had no right to win, and there are games that I have lost that pissed me off so much because it was just so annoying. I was attacking the whole game, and then my opponent just basically desperately cleared the ball. All the balls that he was clearing out of his defense were like pinpoint passes. Like I just couldn't get it, and I was playing like simple passes, and my players were just, oh, I really don't want to go into Konami's eFootball. But one of the best decisions that you would make right now, if you just want to get out of Konami's clutches, is switching to emulation. You will still be playing their PES game, and if you don't even want to play that, there are other options. Like there are other PlayStation games. There's also FIFA for the PlayStation 2 as well. And if your smartphone isn't powerful enough to run ETA SX2, you could always go down with the dock station and then play PlayStation 1 titles like International Superstar Soccer, there's FIFA, there's lots of games on the PlayStation 1 as well. The graphics may probably not be as good, and there will be probably less modes, but you get the complete game as it is intended for you to play it. And if you've got, like I said, if you've got a weaker phone, dock station is good for you. If you've got a more powerful phone like mine, ETA SX2 will do the job just fine. And seriously, you have to give this a try. You won't know unless you try. All right, so with that, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you loved it, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will give it a try. If you enjoy what we're doing here, please give me a like and a sub to the channel would go a long way to help spread this message out, because Konami really need a wake-up call. If enough people sit up and like they see that our tactics aren't working, probably maybe they will be more inclined to listen to their audience. But till then, my name is Jeffrey. Thank you for coming. I guess I'll see you in the next video as well as in the comments. Bye bye.